And for those of you who are just coming into the class, I have 17 points for you on this topic today, so we'll keep moving. Number 2, keep appropriate people in the loop. Who needs to be privy to this information? So it's kind of a fine line. You don't want to overshare and drive people crazy, but also don't undershare. So think of the bigger picture. While maybe certain individuals aren't going to take a specific action on the information that you're delivering, they may still need to be aware of the information, and it may impact them down the road. So today it may not, affect them, but if it has to do with your department or the organization or decisions being made about the business or products or services, it may be something they need to be aware of down the road. And I know for me, I'd rather bring you into the loop early than have to catch you up later and backtrack and tell you what's transpired. Does that make sense? Let's see, Heather, hi Joan, I'm on LinkedIn and have over 8,800 LI network. I posted your series to get the message out, supporting you all through this. Thank you so much, Heather, I appreciate it. All right, number 3, this is important, delivering bad news. When times like this hit, when bad times hit, and they will come again in the future, again, whether it's reorganization, downsizing, what economic issues, we have to be careful how we deliver bad news. So for this one, I did research. I wanted to really, while I know I have strategies on delivering bad news, I don't know everything. So I found a good source, if you want to check this out. Her name's Lynn, Lynn, Gartner Johnston. Let me spell it for you. It's GAERTNER hyphen Johnston with a T, JOHNSTON. She is the founder of Syntax Training, and it looks like she has some interesting content, and she has 20 tips for communicating bad news. I chose 4 to share with you today. So the first one is, I thought this was really, really good. Use a variety of media, not just email, because she's saying that our communication during these times will be more effective if we supplement email with either telephone calls or in-person meetings, which we really can't do right now, but in the future, you'll be able to do that, or live online meetings, video conference, and so forth. The next strategy she has for communicating bad news, this is really good. Communicate more than once. Now, you might be thinking, I don't want to communicate bad news more than once, but here's her theory on this, which makes sense. Provide additional details and updates and follow-up communications. Especially if the news is serious, people take in bad news only gradually. After they have grasped the essential message, then they're ready for more details. And I wholeheartedly believe that, right? How many of us are thinking of the bad news, that we've heard over the last several weeks, and now that we've kind of digested it and realized this is our reality, now we're starting to look for more information. So I think that's an excellent tip. The third strategy, under delivering bad news, communicate bad news promptly. And so the idea there is, if you have known for a long time but have not shared the bad news, people may feel that they have been cheated or that you don't trust them. Recognize that there is no good time for bad news. That's true, right? There is no good time when there's bad news. So the idea is to deliver that news as soon as you can or as soon as you find out. But I would also say, I want to add to that, is to think, though, about how you are delivering the bad news. So I think there's that fine line where we have to also pay attention as to how we're delivering the bad news. And then the last piece, include the good news aspects of the bad news. If you can legitimately share positive news, do so. So I always like to do that myself. We had a situation occur this morning that was very unexpected. And at first we felt like it was bad news. And then as we talked about it, we started to see the opportunity in it and what we could do with that and the good that's going to come out